Welcome to the Fandom Foundries show, all about the best things that we did for the week ending with May 11th. I am Todd Oxtra, joined by a fellow traveler who went to an island who won't divulge the appearance, but
You want to get in trouble?
might be infamous. We'll never know. Mr. Clint Coombs from Spreading the Nerd. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, thank you. And yeah, the island. So it's just so people aren't going crazy the whole show. It was Cozumel, Mexico. I took a cruise down there for 5 days. 5 days, yeah. So wasn't Epstein Island
sketchy at all. I mean, were you worried like your fans would find you?
No, not down in Cozumel. No, I didn't get taken by the cartel or anything. So we're good.
You know what? You never know. And considering cruises right now.
Yeah, I got back like 2 days before they did the hentai virus. No, that's not it. Hantavirus.
Hantavirus. It's got a name.
It's hentai virus from now on.
Oh no, tentacles were involved. No.
So yeah, I got back like 2 days before that was announced, and I was like,
hantavirus, folks. Hantavirus.
There we go. Yeah,
but you know what, Clint might have dealt with the hentai virus, and we'll know. Yeah,
we'll never
know. We'll never know. Well, here we are. We're going live. It's a Monday. We're having fun. We have some adventures to talk about. But before we do that, we're going to say thank you all for those who are joining us tonight on the chat. We got Butch showing up from Spreading the Nerd as well. And Butch says the best thing this week, the Flyers were eliminated from the NHL playoffs by the Carolina Hurricanes. You know what? It's kind of weird. I feel bad. I feel bad for Philly fans, because, they are a weird group. They've won a lot more, championships than they probably deserve because they're just horrible fans. And I'm going to get yelled at because there's a few fans out there, including Matthew Keel. And I think Brandon, the Winter Gamer, is as well. But, Butch, I get you. Minnesota Wild are still in. The Minnesota Timberwolves are still in. So we are all about it. Oh, yeah. I got to be quiet. And then we also have the Frost, which are the women's NHL team for the Minnesota, are also in. So it's great. So let's see what else we got here. We got Nissa. She's lurking. She's on her way home. Yes, please drive safe, Nissa. Don't, comment on YouTube if you're driving. And then Butch, once again, I think we all knew something was up with this trip. So I believe all the Spreading the Nerd money going into a investment plan for an island so you guys can divert Patreon funds eventually, I guess is the plan.
Yeah, siphon the taxes off something, all that good stuff.
Yep. And lastly, yes, nobody should ever feel bad for Philly fans, and totally agree, because at this point, they, I believe, had a jail in Veterans Stadium to house rowdy Philly fans. I believe they threw batteries at Santa Claus, maybe.
Jesus.
And there's just a lot of bad things, bad stuff. So yeah. And there we go. Yeah, Butch. Yeah, Boston Fleet must be the female team in Boston. They had a rough year as well. And then, of course, Minnesota, Carolina. I'll take it. Minnesota has not had a men's championship team in, I believe, since 1991 when the Twins won. So it's been dry. It's been dry. The Vikings have never won. The Minnesota Stars, which were the North Stars and then became the Wild, never won anything. The Timberwolves never won anything. And the Vikings, of course, do I even need to talk about there? So we go. It's dry. But our Lynx have been amazing. And so there we go. And then the Frost won the title last year. So there we go. Yeah. And Baldwin Cellfire. Yeah. Huge Ikers. I totally agree. So thank you all for being in the chat. So we start the show with best news that we had this week. So, Clint, would you like to start with your best news story this week?
I mean, it's not necessarily a news story, but one of the best things this week is my son is graduating this week from college, so that's kind of exciting.
Well, don't get too excited yet.
Yeah,
you got a couple of days, right?
It's yes, and then he's going forwards after that. So, but I you know what? Do you have a news story? Because I'm trying to find the link for mine.
Yes.
Go with yours. I'm going to try and find mine. because I
So,
had it. I
first
lost it.
first things first, let me share my screen. So, for anybody that's involved in it, we have our summer movie
Oh,
wager, or sorry, summer movie league. We had our show to talk about what we expect to be amazing at the box office or disappoint. And at this point, mistakes have already been made by a few people. I don't want to say who might have made some mistakes, but
it's gonna be me.
hey, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Justin. But at this point, never think with your heart, think with your financial brain. Do not look into quality. Be very, uh, I guess, pessimistic about what people want to see and go with that. People want to see what the 15th Minion movie, thing like that. So right now, this is where we're standing with The Devil Wears Prada to gladly in first place at $143 million at
I
days in release. I think that's how much the first movie made in its whole run. Crazy. Man,
think
it's that Tucci,
that's
it's
like
that
a
Tucci
secret
touch.
picture.
Yeah, it's that Tucci touch, the Tucci tag, whatever you want to call it, man. Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
Get on that train. Mortal Kombat 2, they couldn't knock off The Worst Product 2, but good showing for a movie which I don't know the last box office a Mortal Kombat movie made, but the last one wasn't in theaters. It was on direct to streaming when HBO Max was doing that weird experiment during COVID. Then we had Michael, still strong, $241,000, $241 million after 17 days. So quite honestly, that one doesn't count. But we go
I know.
to The Sheep Detectives, 15 million. Not bad. Doesn't seem like a big budget.
That's pretty good for that, I think.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. And then something I always count out, look at the number of screens. Screens are important. And then the
Yes.
screen average.
Yeah.
So if you want to always look at something to think about screens. They sometimes will share those in advance, Clint. So, but a lot of times you don't see them shared in advance. So for our league, we had no clue how many screens. So let's see. And then Billie Eilish, $7 million for a concert film. I'm still amazed at these concert films, these anime releases.
Yeah.
These are just extra money for studios until they go to streaming. So I'm glad they have something for people to go see, especially people who can't afford to see Billie Eilish in concert.
Yeah. That's expensive.
Yeah. So other than that, nothing big. Silent Friend, don't know what it was. That made $74,000. Don't know what that is. Yeah. So you go further down, it gets pretty rough. But we're looking at movies that released basically with 10 days. So it goes Hokum.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hokum's one of my picks. Oh boy.
But still, it's like it had like a $5 million budget. So I mean, successful, but it's not going to change anyone's mind.
Yeah.
I heard it was kind of a mixed bag. Deep Water, a movie about sharks, I believe, at $3 million. Animal Farm, $5 million. That's got to be a huge disappointment with that talent. And who made it? Andy Serkis. Yeah, only the $5 million. And there we go. And then apparently The Mummy at $28 million is one of the best performing movies globally for that film. $20 million, small budget. Yeah. So there we go. That is it. And just fun fact, this drama movie, which was that was with Zendaya and I believe
Robert Pattinson.
It's kind of a weird, supposed to be kind of a rom-com, but not. It's kind of weird about a relationship falling apart. That movie, it's by A24, made $48 million domestically. It's over $100 million. That is like one of A24's biggest films. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Love it. Oh, yeah, definitely. I haven't seen it, sadly, but
no, I haven't either. I mean, I'm assuming I will see it eventually, or I'll wait to hear. But I've heard good things about it.
Yeah.
So that is our box office. I'll continue to send updates, kind of where we're tracking, and then at that point, I don't really tell people how they're doing. I expect people to internally track how many points they've got, things like that. But it's still too early. So that is one of my favorite things this week because it's just something I get to do every week, see how movies perform, and I'm hoping the movies we love do well. But the other thing, Clint, I'm so excited about, and I'm going to call this the Star Fox Direct Drop, Shadow Direct Drop, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, it's weird. We heard this remake, or we thought actually it was going to be a new Star Fox game, but it ended up being a remake.
It was like rumblings,
And the N64 game, which apparently got remade for the 3DS, called Star Fox Command, which I never played. And this one's got, and it's for we thought Nintendo was going to do interesting things with the visuals, like they were going to maybe go anime or something else, and they
I
went
wish.
ultra realistic DLSS 5 looking super realistic, which was so
It's
weird.
it's like a Wes Anderson fantastic Mr. Star Fox kind of thing going on.
It does, and like I love all the memes. So
There's so
you
many.
know, it's got like what Pepe the Frog. It's got like the weird the what is it, the what's the name of the fox from the Carfax commercials?
Yeah,
He's in
that's
there
just
too.
kind of like sitting there like like he's gonna be all shriveled up and everything.
Is there even a picture? There it is. There's the car fox. Let me just share everybody. That's the car fox. He's there too. Maybe there's a more realistic version of the car fox, but it's like everybody's there, and it's just like it's so weird. It wasn't as I expected. But let's see. The problem with Nintendo, I don't know what I can share because they will
Yeah,
probably strike me down with the ban hammer if I don't.
they
anything
will
realistic.
find you.
So I'm just gonna see if I can find some maybe like just a news story that I can look into for that. But Clint, what did you think of? Yes, the car fox, Butch. You're absolutely right. What did you think of the drop? I mean, it was kind of a cool idea, right?
It was.
Or
I
maybe not.
liked how it was completely out of nowhere. I was driving, and I looked at my phone because I got an alert from Wario or whatever on Threads, and it's like, oh, Star Fox Direct, and I was like, I am watching this. So I found a parking lot, pulled over, told my other job, you're gonna have to wait a minute, and started watching that. And I loved how it was. Yeah, it just dropped out of nowhere. I thought that was a great idea. I kind of wish it was a new Star Fox, but maybe it'll lead into something more. Maybe this is just kind of like a test for them to test the waters and see how people really do want another Star Fox, and get the check on the graphics, see how it runs, and just get ideas. Maybe it kind of sucks that it's a remake. This is actually the third now, because there was the 3DS one, and I think there was one on the Wii, but it was more like an on-rails shooter for the Wii, but it was still the same game, I think.
How does the original? I have no clue how the original Star Fox on the SNES. And then we got the unreleased Star Fox 2 that we could only get on like the NES, was it Super NES Portable or whatever, which was like weird.
That. Yeah. Yep.
And yeah, so let's see. Does it even say here? So it seems like, okay, here we go. Here's the history. Game previously received a 3DS remake in 2011, Star Fox 64 3D. Then there was Star Fox Zero. Then for the Wii U, it was, let's see, does it have any other history here? Okay. Star Fox 64 in 1997. I thought there was Star Fox Command. Maybe I'm wrong. Is that a different game?
I think that was on the GameCube, I think.
Because there was Star Fox. So that's the problem. I think nobody remembers much about the Star Fox games.
Because it's been so long. Yeah. The IP has been dormant. Oh, Assault. That's the one I'm thinking of, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure that there's people who know the history of Star Fox, but there was also the one with the Animal Planet. Remember that, where it was like supposed to be another game, but they said, okay, let's just make it Star Fox, and you went on foot. Then you played. There's been like tank games. There's
there was Star Fox Adventures.
Yes, Adventure. Thank you, Butch. Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah, but ultimately, I would say Star Fox is just one of those franchises. That just ultimately I think is peaked at 64. I think most people would say that probably. And after that, it's been kind of like, and I think the last time we got something that seemed interesting to people was that Starlink adaptation with Star Fox, where you get the R-Wing.
That was one of the best Star Fox games out there, and it wasn't even Star Fox.
No, it was crazy. So it's interesting. They're going back to kind of like remaking it. They're adding a lot of interesting modes, which would include a VTuber mode, Clint. A VTuber mode. What do you think of that?
Yep. I think it's cool, but I think people are kind of overreacting to it. First off, you got to have the camera, and you're only going to really be able to use it while playing this game, I believe. Like, it's not like you're going to be able to take, Mr. Star Fox and Pepe or whatever, Slippy and Falco into other games and stuff. The only thing that I see a problem here is that, Nintendo's notorious, like you said, for just being down on everybody. Are they going to come out and say, like, you know what? We invented the VTuber, so now nobody can use VTubing anymore. It's just us. Like the sad thing is I can see Nintendo doing that.
So
or
wouldn't it be
copywriting
great?
it.
Yeah. Somebody forgot to actually copyright VTuber, right? So Nintendo's on it, or they'll say, we had a copyright for that back in the day, and we did it because it was a way to capture people, because we used wasn't there a way to like capture people's faces for like Perfect Dark?
Or
was it another game?
I remember on the 360 they had you capture your face and put your in-game model into that never worked, but into like Rainbow Six. I think Ghost Recon was.
So maybe they didn't, but what do they have? I mean, I'm trying to think of other ways. They said or the Wii U. Well, there's a camera in the Wii U, so it probably captured your face. So you signed up for it back in the Wii U. Where
it's in the fine print.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's going to be Baldwin. You're absolutely right. There's probably some Nintendo like capturing Pokemon with animals. I think they finally threw out that lawsuit. And Rainbow Six. So many interesting, concepts here, but it is kind of fun, and I would actually like them to do it with more things. Just kind of like you can use like icons and things. Let's just say any game now you can pick any character to VTube as.
That would be great, especially for like the Mario Party games and stuff like that. I think it would, I think it would be great for that. I think it's a fun little add-on. Some people are thinking it's the next best thing since sliced bread, but it's hit or miss for me. But I think it's a nice little add-on feature for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's one of those things with Nintendo, right? Every time they bring out a system, there's always like these niche little things. That it's going to be the biggest thing in the world. It's going to be HD Rumble, or it's going to be this or that, the IR camera in the Joy-Con. Then it's going to be this time. It's like the mouse mode and the chat button, the C button. We didn't know what it was. It's the chat button.
God,
and
I use it so often.
Actually, I know I completely forgot, but I do have a little.
I completely forgot about it the other day.
I have a 720p Logitech camera over there that works with it.
Okay.
I think the thing that people most remember about the Nintendo camera for this one was they were so excited for that like Piranha Plant camera,
the Piranha
that
one,
then broadcast in 480p.
So
480p. What did they have left over? Game Boy, GBI. What is it? DS Lite I or whatever. DSi.
That's so
cameras
crazy.
left over.
I don't know what they were thinking. It's a nice little set piece to have, I guess.
Yeah, although Game Boy printer.
Oh man, the Game Boy printer. God.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, I would say yes. Nintendo and Apple are a lot alike. They typically are not first movers, but they often will improve things. But sometimes they are first movers, and sometimes it goes horribly wrong. Hello, Apple Pippin. We salute you. But moving on, and I did see a Labo for sale at a video game store. So
I don't even want to get on Labo because I'll go on a tangent for hours.
Okay, we don't need to. That's okay. We know that's what. Well, I could break out my Virtual Boy. That's the piece of cardboard that probably is leftover Labo from that cardboard factory they bought. Yeah. Well, moving on. So this is some of the features: campaign mode, main story, batching paths. It's going to be where basically you probably get more replay value. We get a challenge mode, new task cleared on top of already completed levels not available in campaign. A battle mode, online 4v4. This is what's going to be fun. Star Fox versus Star Wolf. And this is going to be really you playing with your buddies, putting on your weird faces, having fun. This could be a lot of fun. And then apparently it supports like that game share function where one player can bring in 4 friends.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll take it.
That's cool. Yeah.
And there's also a co-op mode, which I didn't realize. It's one player acting as pilot and a second as gunner.
Yeah. Yeah. With the whole like mouse thing. So you can use just like one controller.
If you got little kids, that could be fun. I know they enjoy that. Now, adults, that might be fun because you're going to yell at each other a lot.
Yeah. One thing I don't see on there that they're talking about too is I thought didn't they announce that there's like a prequel mission? Yeah, there's
a prologue mode. Yes, with Papa Fox, which is his name,
I'm
James
interested
McLeod
in that.
or something like that.
Yeah. I am interested in that.
His name is James, but he named his son Fox. That would be like, I'm Clint, but I'm naming my child Human.
Yeah, he's like, I should have been Fox, but my son will be instead.
But I kind of like he kind of looks like Solid Snake because he's got, like,
very gruff. He's James has seen some stuff.
Yes, he has. And apparently this was in the original game, but they never had a thing about it. Like Fox was like looking for his dad or something, but now we're seeing it. So you know what? I'll take it. This seems like something that may be a like a prologue mission, and then maybe
Yeah.
we get a wrap-up piece of like, oh, now we know, and then it's how it ends. So, you know, and part of this game is that I appreciate. They basically announced this direct 10 minutes in advance,
Yeah.
dropped it, and they say, oh, by the way, the game is coming out in June. And
Yep.
one of the cool parts is apparently Walmart and now Amazon, they're just basically matching the digital and physical price at those stores are the
Yes.
same now.
Yep. Very happy about that because I hated when they said, "Oh, our physical is going to be $10 more than our digital," and so now it's I think Amazon and Walmart are price matching Yoshi, the new Yoshi game, and this, so it'll be
And Splatoon Raiders.
and Splatoon Raiders. Yes, that's the other one. So I'm glad that they're doing that because it's just like I like to collect physical, and I don't want Sony or Xbox or anybody else to say, "Hey, let's make physical go up." Like me trying to buy 4K DVDs it's ridiculously expensive because they know it's a collector's market. I just don't need something else.
The demand is shrinking now, so it's like you don't have like everybody else kind of helping you reduce the cost. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting because I noticed that the Batman Lego game is not coming to Switch 2 until like December, which is weird.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I was thinking that's where I was going to play it. So, but
yeah,
not.
That's wild.
And then Mouse PI, the physical version of that, I actually ordered the Switch Collector's Edition.
Yep.
And that's not coming out until June, I think, or June or July. So,
okay.
But it's cool, collectible. I'm very cool with that.
Yeah.
And, you know, as long as somebody still is making something, yes, we have to pay this.
As long as they're there, yeah. Keep it there. I just wish it wasn't so expensive.
And then you've got a really cool collector's edition that you can sell on later to basically fund your retirement, Clint.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. So that is my news items. Clint, did you have one? I know you said you were looking for
yeah, I had one. It's not really game related or anything, but I usually try to find something out of the not ordinary, but
oh, absolutely.
So it's a young inventor over in where does it say? It just says he's a Dutch inventor. So a Dutch inventor is planning to stop 90% of trash from rivers and streams floating into seas by like 2040 with this new invention that he has or something. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, is this it? Is it considered the ocean cleanup? Is that the name of the program?
This one is called, hold on, let me put it in the document.
Dutch inventor, ocean cleanup nonprofit developing a scaling solution to rid the world's ocean plastic. Cool. Let me show you. I just came up. There you go. I found it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So anything related to like ocean or water, I am like super excited about. So seeing that this will stop trash and stuff going into oceans. I know there's that huge ocean cleanup that's been very successful, but seeing this just makes me happy. You know, save the water, save all the fish, sharks, all that stuff.
All microplastics, but even just real plastics. I mean, when I hear all the cool stuff that people are doing, like, hey, we can make like degradable plastics with corn or different things like that.
Yes, yeah, it's great.
I'm all for it. But yeah, I mean, you think about this waste, and it's like you think that someone's smart enough to figure out, or could AI actually do some good and think about like solutions to like say, how do we make life better? I mean, that's what I wanted AI.
Yeah, like what if you presented an AI with like, hey, we're gonna shut you down unless you figure out a way to clean your own water that's going through your data analyst systems or whatever. I bet you would find a way.
Or we're going to give you the most sewage polluted water in the world.
Right.
Enjoy.
I bet you would get some type of, plan or whatever, like real quick, probably.
Well, it's kind of, do you remember the old, Folding at Home? That was group computer working where PlayStation supported it. Where it was on
like the PS3 originally, right?
Yes, you could set
you could put your PS3 on standby or something.
Yep, and you could have it run the Folding at Home app, which is allowed your PlayStation's computing power to allow it to do, like, I think it was mapping DNA or some cool things. And I loved it. I was like, that's so cool. I think it was part of I think it was the Linux part of PlayStation when it supported it that it did it. So yeah, I'm thinking like, why can't AI do like all these complex things for
Yeah.
scientists that would take so much manpower to say, just do that like crunching of data.
Yep.
Even to solve like viruses to say, hey, groupthink all of the documentation that's out there across the world, crunch that and tell us, how we could
Right.
track a virus or something like that,
Yeah.
even its transmission, right?
Yep.
So
Fantastic. Need to
yeah,
do it. Need to do it.
it
It's
just
better
feels
than
like
me
we lost.
making terrible memes with AI. So.
Well, that's the thing. We never wanted AI to actually do the things that we're supposed to be good at.
Right.
The creative, all these cool things. We wanted to do like fold my laundry and take out the trash and do all this
Right.
crappy stuff I don't want to do. But you know what? Yeah, now it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna steal your jobs. Yeah, and then yeah. So never mind. I could go on all day about AI because I just earned a badge to do AI for the Harvard
Oh,
business school, and I got a tag for it because my company said, "Hey, we're gonna do this." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll
nice.
do it for my own good purposes." So I hope
There
I
you
can.
go.
Yeah, we'll see how it
Sweet.
goes. Well, news. I didn't want to turn this into a negative news story. It is a positive news story, man. So I want more people to do awesome stuff, make the world a better
Yeah,
place, and if they can make
definitely.
money doing it, God bless them, man.
Yeah.
You know, I see windmills when I travel. Sometimes, like we need more of those,
Yeah, why not?
or solar panels. Why not? So, food, Clint. I think we have the same food item. Let's
We
talk about
do.
it.
We do. We do. Do you want to go or should I indulge?
You started off because I think you were the first one to show it, and I'll give you my
Yeah, I
opinion
think
of it as well.
I I was like looking forward to it all, coming up to it. They were releasing it on May 4th, and I gauged my work schedule around Burger King lunch time when they started like 10:30, 11, because I was like, I'm going to be there because I don't know. I mean, I live in a small town, but what if there's a Star Wars rush or something? So I, moved my schedule around and made sure I was like first in line for 10:30. And I drove up and, they had the menu up there with Star Wars, um, the Grogu meal, the Mandalorian meal, and at first it just showed the two meals. It was the Mandalorian barbecue and it was the Grogu chicken and garlic fries, parm fries. And I was like, oh, I'll just get the Mandalorian barbecue burger because that'll come with a cup. And they have the cookie shake too. And I was like, I don't really need the other stuff. The cheese tots that are
It was
ranch,
cheese tots, yeah, with a ranch dressing, and then we had chicken
something like that.
fries. Yeah.
So when I ordered the burger, the guy was like, "Is that it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, do you want the XL edition or bundle edition?" I was like, "Well, what's the bundle edition?"
$20 meal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And he's like, "Well, it comes with everything and it comes with the cup." And of course, that's what sold me. I was like, "Oh, so is that the only one that comes with the cup?" So I went and of course got the bundle, which I did not need. But I drove up. The girl at the window was someone I knew, so luckily she like ran over, and she knows I'm a Star Wars fan. She gave me all 4 cups for like
Wait, you
one
got
price.
connections at BK?
I got the BK coops or whatever they call it.
Oh,
So she threw like the 4 cups through my window, through her window, and then gave me the meal, which was in a huge bag. And I was like, this is terrible idea.
You are the Burger King, Clint. You are.
I was gonna, but she did it so quick that because she didn't want anybody to see the cups. I didn't get I was gonna wear it. It was the Burger King Mandalorian.
Did you get the crown?
No, I didn't have a chance to ask.
I didn't even ask. I thought like maybe they'll throw it in, and I didn't see it on the tables at the store.
I was gonna ask for it, and then she said she threw the stuff in because she didn't want she didn't want to get in trouble for giving me 4 cups or whatever. So I'll take the 4 cups.
She doesn't want to go to Burger King,
to jail or whatever, timeout or whatever. So then I sat in the parking lot, took some pictures of the stuff, sent it to various Discords, and then I ate most of it. I was not feeling good after it because it was just so much food.
You did that. You did the work. I appreciate that. Here we go. So here's an image though for everyone to see.
Yep.
This brings it all to life.
Yep. Shake was fantastic. Loved the shake. Burger was just a Whopper with some barbecue sauce on it. To me,
I thought it actually had I think it had fried jalapenos.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even taste that in there. The chicken fries were pretty good with the garlic parm. That was decent. I did like the I did like uh the mac and cheese tots with the
Well, they weren't even
ranch.
mac
Those
and
are
cheese.
good.
I did not like the
They were
tots.
just
They
like, I don't know, they were a good, but by the time I got to
yeah.
them, I was so full. I think I like took 2 or 3 bites maybe. It was just, this is ridiculous. I wish I could have gotten just one of the small meals, but I wanted
Yeah.
that cup.
They had a kids meal. And like for a while, the first plate BK I went to, like it only looked like they had like a kids meal, which I have no clue
Yep.
what was in the kids meal.
Yep. But yeah, so I ate as much as I could, but yeah, I was very slow at work for the rest of the day. But the cups are pretty cool. I got like the red one here.
I got a
Um,
silver one, but you got all four.
I
There's
got all
green
4 of them, the
one,
green
silver,
one
red.
and the blue.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So I got the black and silver,
yeah,
and you got the rest. And
yeah.
yeah, I liked it. Mine was I think focused on just Mandalorian. I love the packaging, and I did
Yep.
get the big box that
Oh
came with
yeah.
that weird ass. So my problem was like I tried to like vary the deal because I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I don't want the cookie shake. Don't need that. That's just a bridge too far. My wife, I was gonna get for my wife, but the cookie pieces because she's gluten sensitive couldn't have,
Uh,
and everything else she couldn't have either because it's like, oh, they're breaded with everything. I'm like, oh, okay, well, and then that sauce that was included, I did not like. I'm like, oh, it's like
yeah,
a
the sauce
garlic
was
ranch or
yeah,
something.
which I was excited for, and I was like, eh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a bit too much. I think it's like that.
Mhm.
You need like something spicy or sweet
Yeah.
to break that savory, and so I
Yeah.
ended up
It
using the
was
sweet and
yeah.
spicy mustard I have. Delicious,
Okay.
worked better, broke through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the burger though, I loved chicken fries. I'm a fan of chicken fries.
Yeah,
But
chicken
yeah,
fries are
the
good. Yeah.
tots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know what? Give Burger King credit because you know what? It was fun. They have cups. You know, I'm all for cups.
Yeah.
If somebody brings back the collectible glasses, we're all in, Clint.
I have I mean, you probably remember them. The glass goblets from the original Lord of the Rings from Burger
Oh,
King, I
I
think.
absolutely. We had like the little light underneath it.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, yep. I've got all of those still in still in the box and everything, because they'll be, worth millions someday. Um,
You know, it's
but
worth the millions in our heart, and you know,
that's
and you know
right.
what?
That's right.
When we were kids, we were thinking, we're going to save this glassware. It's going to be great to use as an adult because we'll have this fancy glassware. And
Yep, there it
yeah,
sits collecting dust. But I know I
I
have it.
had yeah, and exactly in your heart, you know, that's all that matters. You're like, and here I'm leaving you this bounty, my children. That's what you'll retire with. Yes. Yeah. I
I
will
do
tell you.
wish that
Oh,
uh, we had the cups from I think it's UK is the only one that had them. They have color changing cups, the same cups we have, but they're
oh,
color changing. Yeah, it's kind of upset that we didn't get those ones, but whatever. It is
you want
what
to see
it
something
is.
cool?
Yeah, I do. I always want to see
Look
something
at these
cool.
look at these bad boys. I had these.
Oh,
Batman
oh my goodness.
Forever. They were perfect. They were amazing. They were tied. They looked a little icy because you
You know
know
what?
Mr.
That
Freeze.
Batman one looks familiar. Maybe I had one.
Well, it's actually
Maybe
not Batman Forever. This should be like Batman and Robin because that looks like
that's
Robin, and
Robin
Robin was
there.
not. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So weird because that's not Batman and Robin.
interesting.
That would be Batman and Robin, not Batman Forever. So
Yeah, that
maybe
would
I'm
be
wrong.
George Clooney, right? George Clooney one had Robin, didn't it? Is that the one?
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
It
So
says
maybe
Batman
no.
Forever though. Huh.
No, that's right. I believe he was introduced, and then we got Batgirl in. We got Batgirl
Um,
and Batman and Robin. I think. Yeah, I
mm,
think that's what it was. I think so. You know what? I need to rewatch them, except for you know, I do need to rewatch them. It's been a long time. Freight is here. We've got Silken also showing up. Just want to thank you so much. Yes, I believe everybody has these glasses. My wife had a
yeah, there's
Flintstone kids
somewhere.
glasses. You know what? You know what? They are a hallmark, and you know what?
Yeah,
If I
those are just
run
good
the
memories.
restaurants, we're bringing them back.
Yeah, good memories.
Exactly. All right. Yep. Yep. We're taking over. Commence. Yes. Everybody's here. The gang's all here. Well, thank you so much, guys. We talked about food. Now it's time to talk about what we watched. So
I'm excited to hear
let's
what
do
you
round
watched.
robin. You want to do round robin? I'll go first, and you do yours. And
Yeah,
I'll.
because I'm excited to hear what your thoughts on this because I haven't seen it yet and I want to.
Okay. Great. So the show I'm going to talk about is Widow's Bay. So the simple pitch of Widow's Bay, it's on Apple TV Plus, and I would say sometimes you can get deals when you add Apple TV Plus on Amazon. so it's one of my Amazon channels, which is nice. It's great. The show is fun. It got a lot of the talent from actually Parks and Rec, which is I find interesting.
I did hear that. Yeah.
And the premise is essentially, it feels very Stephen King, where there's a small town that is trying to shake off, or the mayor of this town is trying to shake off the alleged curse by the townies. It's the middle of nowhere. It gets, well, it's not the middle of nowhere, but I think it's like Cape Cod area.
Okay.
It's trying to be like a cool northeast type of
New England downtown.
Martha's Vineyard type of thing,
Right.
but it's by the water, and they're trying to shake off curses. And the town folk are not helping much because the mayor wants to do this. He used to come there as a kid in the summers, and he's elected mayor unopposed. And he's really trying to raise the profile of this town. He thinks it's going to have like this, it could be eventually the next big thing. And the town folk are quirky, they're weird, and not very helpful. And it's all about this mayor who is trying to bring in this writer from New York Times to really give them a good review, to then get people to come. Along the way, though, you get some really freaky things that happen. Stephen Root, which we love from, you know him from many things, including he's the stapler guy from Office Space, and he's also been a bunch of different. Yeah. He's a great character actor. Well, he plays the lead loony townie.
Nice,
and he's great. Love him to pieces. He was in Man in the High Castle. Interesting.
God, what a show.
Let me see if I can pull up a real quick, trailer or whatever for it, because I think it's worth seeing. It's beautifully shot. It's very cool. I love the cast. It's so quirky though, because it has a sense of humor about itself, but also has some dread in it. So it kind of feels like Stephen King if he decided to make a comedy, which he ever has been. And I love the cast. It's very funny. I feel bad for the mayor, but he's also kind of a jerk. But he's got a lot of drama in his life. But it's essentially balancing. He's trying to do good for the town, his own personal issues, and the town is pushing back with a lot of drama and things. And I'm not sure where this is going, but it's great. I've watched the first 2 episodes, and man, it delivers quite a bit. And I'm just loving the way it looks, the way it plays out, and it's got some creepiness that I just love. So I want more of this. Apple TV Plus, man, they are quality over quantity, and they always deliver. Very rarely do they have a disappointment, but it's just got this creepiness about it, but it's also got a great sense of humor about itself. But it's not comedy, haha, laugh. It's kind of like you just think about, oh my god, what these people are doing. The cast is great. Everything's a little awkward at times, except for the mayor, and it feels like he's the only sane one, but they're not letting him be sane. So check out Widow's Bay. I believe they're on episode 3 just dropped.
Nice. I do definitely want to see that.
Did you spoil it, Butch? He is the man in the high castle. I never watched it.
You're done. I definitely want to see it.
I'll never watch it again. That's okay. I had
so good.
The most famous. What's the most? Okay, question for everybody. What's the most famous thing you ever had that's been spoiled to you? And did you really care, or did you still watch it?
Yep. I don't. Usually, I'm really good with avoiding spoilers and everything. I mean, it's out there, and everybody in here knows. I had Han Solo's death spoiled for me, and
did my mom spoil it for you because she did that at the movie I went to?
No, I was actually watching. I was on like Reddit, and people were everywhere like, "Don't click on anything because it's going to be giving away stuff." And someone had hidden in like a bunch of pictures that you scroll through. That was funny pictures that was telling a story, and all of a sudden there it was, and I was so mad. It's like, I love Star Wars, so to have that be spoiled for me was just I was not happy. That was the worst.
When were you seeing the movie?
Like 2 days after I saw it. So I only had like, it was I think I found it on Friday night or something, and I went to see it on Sunday. I was so upset. I was so upset.
It's crazy. That's kind of sad that it happens. Mine was it was House of Cards, and I was watching
What
the
a
first
great show.
season, I think, and it was spoiled. The one main character who Kevin Spacey pushed in front of the subway.
Yep.
Someone spoiled it for me. I was even like not even looking for it, and like, damn it, was that Kate Mara who was killed?
That's such a good series.
I know, I loved it so much. I'm like, so, but you know what? I've been spoiled, and I still enjoy.
Oh
'Cause I
yeah,
always
you
feel
still
like
can enjoy it. Yeah.
a plot point versus the way it's told is to me is so different.
Yeah.
If it's spoiler, it just ruins it all because it's not. That's only good thing about it is the spoiler or the cameo. Then it's like, is that really that good anyways?
Right.
Kind of like
Right.
it's kind of like a post credit scene, right? I always look at like, is there a post credit scene? Am I gonna
Yeah.
a few I've missed, but most of them I feel like nothing was lost in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Or nothing that you can look up real quick.
Yeah, so here we go. So we got Freight coming in. My favorite of the outlets that doing this episode recap right up with the spoiler time. Yes, that is they should be banned. And then you should never have to like do everything to your social media, just like ban like titles. So we used to be like really bad in Secret Friend Giant where we'd like tell everybody like you can't talk about anything. And I'm like, you know what? It's in our job to patrol, but we do want to not offend people. So we're pretty good about trying to. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, so we got another one. Butch says, not a show movie, but I had a lot of major events of Bioshock spoiled for me. Yeah, I mean that spoiler is kind of crazy and it's pivotal to the game.
Ugh. God. Yeah. And it's so hard nowadays with social media, even just like Threads, TikTok, anything like that, because you're just scrolling and then all of a sudden it'll just be like, it's there right in front of your face. You can't like, it's not something that says spoiler ahead or so you can like flip past it. It's just people do it deliberately. So if it's something really important, like you can't go on social media like for 2 days in advance of what you're doing type of thing. It's crazy.
This is a good point. Slugan says sometimes I legit need a bit of a small spoiler to get me into a game, book, or a movie. That's not bad. I'm a fan of like. I just say I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to horror films. Sometimes, sometimes I want to know what the thing is, even though I get it. It does make me feel a little bit like okay, that's worth it. Versus a lot of horror films, sometimes the twist is not worth it. And I'm like, I spent all this time. Like The Mummy, I want to kind of read about that one because I mean I've heard like it's really gross. So maybe I never will, but I do like to know what happens to be informed. But and then a lot of people had things spoiled. Last of Us 2 is a big one. Where that sucks though when people spoil it before you even get a chance to play it.
Yeah, especially like you said, it takes a while for some people can't sit there for 10 hours in a day and play a game. Some people it takes a week, a little bit more to get to certain places. And it's hard. It sucks.
And then some people just get mad of like certain like anything is a spoiler. Like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, you told me that Mario is in a Mario game. I'm like, really?
There's definitely people out there like that, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to balance your expectations and then just stay off the internet because at this point. But I think everybody's group within within these discords or groups should be at least spoiler warning. There's tools to help people manage it. And then you know what? If worst case, make a separate channel to talk about like spoilers. And also make sure though that it's not seen by everybody because that's another thing. People don't know because they get like the things that pop up and I like, oh please turn it off.
Just randomly click on it. Yep.
Apparently Mango is a pulp. What is Mango all about?
Mongo.
What is Mongo?
Mongo. It's a character in Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, okay. So
you're on the first book, correct?
I am on the first book. I have been listening to it on audiobook. I've really enjoyed it. I like the reader because I was actually surprised that he does as much of the voice acting as he does.
He does like 95% of it. It's crazy. If you go on YouTube or anything like that, you put in his name and you just write in like sessions or whatever, he films himself doing the voices as he's reading it. It's really good. It's really good.
And comics are doing like the recap of what happened previously. So if you're just hopping in, maybe you got spoiled, but it's interesting, but I'm really enjoying Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think I'm at the point where I'm like, they I don't want to give any spoilers, but I'm really enjoying Princess Buttercup, her journey along the rain. I like Carl's kind of figuring some things out too, and
Yep.
some of the characters are becoming recurring, and I like that, and I like this
Yes. Yeah.
fact that it is
Yeah.
basically Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy plus
Yes.
The Running
Yep.
Man
Yep.
with
That's what.
modern
Yeah.
MMO
I
components.
kind of put it towards Hitchhiker's Guide too, because it felt like that guy that got abducted, and all of a sudden there's all this like
Yeah, Arthur
space and
Darvill, is
stuff.
that his name? Is that his name?
I
Arthur
think
Darvill?
so.
Yeah.
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 Yep. But yeah, and his voice work in the first one's good, but the second and going forward, you can tell he really gets comfortable with it,
Gets the
and that's when it
characters.
really
Yeah.
shines. Yep.
Yeah, because at first I'm like, I don't know if I loved the kind of the main character's like thing, because it kind of feels like we'll try hard, but I'm getting it now. He's getting comfortable, and I
Yeah.
love
Yep.
like the comedy, and they do have a graphic novel coming out. I know you didn't get the
Yes.
free comic book day version, but the graphic novel's coming out, which I like. The view the style is like anime, which is or manga, which is kind of interesting. Or a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
more
Yep.
stylized. So
Yep.
it's fun, and I'm like, oh, they covered that much in the first issue. Wow, man, books are long, man.
Yeah, and the first one's one of the shorter ones too. I think
Oh, that's
as you
crazy.
get towards the end, it's like the Harry Potters. They're smaller, and then they get really big towards later ones. So yeah.
They realized they could get paid by the word, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. And then Freight pre-ordered the graphic novel, and they are making a movie or TV series.
Yeah, TV series over.
And I think I've even
Peacock.
seen action
Peacock,
figures
I think,
coming
yeah.
out. I think action
Yeah,
figures
they've
are
got like
coming out.
grab bag things, those like little $5 grab bags. I've seen that. Yeah, it's getting really popular real fast.
Yeah. And quite honestly, it's time. There's hopefully someone adapts it to a video game as well, because it would fit right
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
And let me just put it this way: give it to the people who did the. I guess it was Obsidian. They did the South Park RPG. Give it to Obsidian.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
That
Why
would be a
not?
good fit. Good fit. Yep.
I
Good
mean,
fit.
talk about a new IP that's amazing and really could bust through and just could be fun. I think Obsidian can handle it if they do that, or somebody else that handles comedy. I don't know. I think there's an opportunity there. So there we go. Perfect. Oh, Ellery, man, that's a name I haven't heard forever. Ellery,
Yep.
if you're listening, I hope you're doing well. I have messaged
They're
Ellery
doing good.
chat at times. Yeah, that's great. There we go. Oh, couldn't really pay attention. Yeah, I paid attention because I was doing drudgery work, so I needed something to keep me engaged. That was the whole point. I do it that way. I was cleaning a grill, sold the grill. The grill's been
Yeah.
sold. So there we go.
My daughter, when she loves to read, but she can't focus if she's just reading, and if she has just the audio, she can't focus that way too. She'll start doing something else. So she has to have the book and the audio, and that's how she gets through it.
Okay,
So she
great.
double dips
I don't
on
know
all
who
the
any, I don't
books.
know. Yeah, I think that helps because we have busy lives, and
Yeah.
I struggle with ADHD, so reading is hard.
Yep.
Or I'm so tired at night, I start reading and I fall asleep.
Oh
So
yeah. Yep.
whatever helps me absorb new stories, and I still have to think in my mind how it looks, because it's
Yes.
just them reading what's on the page.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not reading the individual letters and putting it together and making my own voices, but you know what? It's one guy making voices, so it'd be like me. My voices would be the same that the guy's doing, because I don't have alternate voices in my head. Maybe if I do,
Right.
that's a problem,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Fred, I don't know who Pony is. Please don't spoil anything for me. But Jason messaged me because anything he does, man, I loved him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Give me more of Jason. He's amazing. He's weird. He was also in The Good Place. Great. I love him. He's awesome in everything. So there
he's
go.
good.
Yeah, and bedtime is hard for me to read. If I want to read, I should probably do it like 6 p.m. before I eat.
Yeah.
That'd be
if I
ideal.
lay down and read, I'm out.
Sitting up position in front of a big monitor, maybe. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Good intentions reading. So yeah, we went on a tangent there. Clint, what did you watch?
So theater wise, I finally went and saw Michael after like it had been out for a week and a half or something like that. So finally went and saw Michael. Yeah, God, I'm a fan of Michael Jackson music and stuff. And this movie did a really good job incorporating just the aura of Michael Jackson and just how just amazing he was. And the just the shows he puts on and stuff like that. I will say that the movie itself, it kind of like his father, they made him out to be a bad person, which he was.
Yeah.
But they painted pretty much his entire family. Janet's not in this at all, so I'm guessing she didn't give her consent or whatever.
Janet, I believe none of his children gave their consent.
Yeah. So the brothers and stuff like that, the mother, they all like glazed that over as that they were really good people, and in real life they were not real good people either.
Yeah, Jermaine's all behind this. Apparently, he was the brain trust behind this, saying it's going to be big and it's going to be huge. And he's absolutely right. It was huge because Michael has a huge fan following.
Oh, it's massive. The guy who played Michael Jackson, Jafar, which I think is it's his nephew, was one of his brother's sons.
I thought Jermaine's son.
I think so. I think it is. Yeah.
Amazing. Antoine Fuqua directed this. He's one of the most talented directors. Training Day director. I mean, crazy.
Training Day's so good. But he did an amazing job portraying him. There was a couple scenes there where he looked exactly and talked and everything like Michael. There was a couple scenes that he did his actually own singing that he did really well with.
Okay.
The songs and concerts that they had in there were really good. And it ended because it doesn't cover his whole life. It ends in,
was it when Bad starts, or they're making
Bad, it's like 88 or something like that.
Okay.
I think it stops. So they planned on making it a trilogy, and if the first one made enough money,
the trilogy, the third part.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I was like,
how are you doing that? Oh my god!
But if it had made enough money, and clearly it's making enough money,
$577 million globally, surpasses Elvis as the second highest grossing biopic. Is the biggest biopic, is that like the Freddie Mercury movie?
No, it's actually Oppenheimer. I think they consider Oppenheimer a biopic.
I'm thinking more music.
I think that's that's what I thought too. And then when they were comparing it, I was like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah. So I think it's compared to that one.
There's less singing in Oppenheimer.
A little bit less singing.
Although the one, the Oppenheimer the musical.
Let's do it. One thing that was annoying in Michael, though, I will say, is like clearly it was a big budget movie and stuff, but they had his monkey or ape Bubbles in it, and it's a computer generated monkey, which is fine.
You couldn't get the ape from what was it? What was it? The movie that Jordan Peele made.
Primate? No.
Nope. Remember Nope?
Nope. Yes.
Bring him in.
Yeah, like something. But it was a CGI ape, and usually those can be good. I mean, look at Planet of the Apes, but this one was so terribly done. It's so awful looking and so clearly CGI. It's like, I wish you wouldn't even have put it in there. But
oh my god!
But overall, if you're
you did get to see, what's the name of his place called?
Fantasia?
Neverland. That's right.
Neverland. Yep. Yeah. So if you're a remote fan of Michael, I would say definitely give it a watch. It is really, really good.
I love biopics. I love musical biopics. They're one of my favorite things. I love all of the mockumentaries. Like I Spinal Tap I need to finally watch, and I need to watch the next one, so I haven't done that. But what was it? Don't Stop Stopping, the pop movie with the Lonely Island guys. That's great.
Yeah.
The Dewey, was it the Dewey, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox
Walk Hard,
movie.
Yep.
I love those. They're so good. Yep. But yeah, I will probably see this at home whenever it comes out. I don't know who made it.
I don't think it's Yeah, I don't think it's a maybe. I've heard in IMAX it's good because of not just because of how it looks, but more it sounds. Like I hear you feel like you're in a concert the way it sounds. Sure. But other than that, I don't think you're missing anything.
Well, Clint, if you know anything about me, I don't skimp on the sound system that I have downstairs, which is a Vizio soundbar, only the finest, Todd.
That's right. It'll feel like you're right there with Michael.
Exactly. I'll hear bubbles in the background saying, "I would like to be saved for Michael." Yeah, so we'll see how this goes, but yes, I love that. The first album I ever bought with my hard-earned money as a young child was Thriller. When you open it
Nice.
up and you see Michael Jackson laying out with I think it was a
Yep.
tiger or something,
Yeah,
cub
he's
or
all
something
like
like that.
glammed up. The photos all like glammed and everything. Yeah.
So wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. I was a huge Michael fan. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, for myself, I saw Mortal Kombat 2. This
Nice.
is a sequel to the movie from, I believe, 2022, kind of like end of the COVID. Warner
Think
Brothers
so.
going direct
Yeah.
to
Yep. Because it
HBO.
went direct to HBO, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Correct. And this is the
Yep.
movie. That was the movie where it looked cool, but then they decided to say, "Oh, let's make the main character not a character for Mortal Kombat, so you can feel like you're in the
I
character's
think you
shoes." I'm
got
like,
the
please.
PS5 game up there, not
Yeah,
the
I'm just
movie.
putting Mortal Kombat 2 because I can't show this footage because Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you'll get
We're gonna see the footage of the game, which is a direct adaptation of
just
the
as
movie.
good. Just as
Yeah,
good.
just as
It's like
good.
you're right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. There we go. See, there we go. Main characters, Goro was defeated, Shang Tsung defeated, and then that's where I think this is the first movie where it was the big Shao Kahn was finally introduced as the
Yep.
big bad. So there we go. It's a direct adaptation. I mean, everybody read the screenplay. They're excited. There's Shao Kahn. It's great. We get some really cool characters. You know what? This movie, there's Shao Kahn. He's awesome. Was so much fun. It was a guilty
Nice.
pleasure. They knew what they were doing this time. They amped up the cheesiness factor.
Good.
They brought in Carl Urban as Johnny Cage to make him like the guy that you could relate to. He is fully playing like the Claude Van Damme,
Love it.
Steven Seagal, wash up 90s movie star.
Love
It's
it.
so much fun. You get right into it. There's no like big prelude. You're in or you're not. And man, I loved it. It was so great. It was
Nice.
so much fun. Over the top, F-bombs dropping. Holy cow. Grossness. So don't see it with your kids. It's definitely R-rated, but they get it. I think I heard more F-bombs than I probably needed to ever because they were just dropping it whenever. But man, they had so much fun. And they did not play the theme until the end credits.
Oh, okay.
But the end credits are great too. I'll just say that.
Nice.
There's no post-credit scene, but the credits with just everything, it was a lot of touchstones of like the history of Mortal Kombat, which I appreciate. I mean,
Oh, okay.
they kind of lean into what's going to happen with 3 and totally appreciate it, but they land in such a fun space. I loved it. And they did
Nice.
touch on some of the elements of Mortal Kombat 1. And yeah, there were stakes. But with Mortal Kombat's great. They can always bring him back like as remnants. So
Right.
you're just the bad version because they did that as well. So I really
That's
enjoyed
awesome.
it. It's fun. I don't know if it's worth like spending $15, but when you've got like a movie rewards like I do, where
Right.
I get one movie free plus my birthday movie plus like rewards if you buy popcorn, it was free for me. Had a great time. It was fun.
It sounds exactly from what you've said and what I've heard from other people. It's exactly what it should be. Is like a fun,
big improvement,
over the top movie. That's what it is. And from the trailer of Street Fighter coming out, it looks like Street Fighter is going to be that way too, which is how it should be. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Street Fighter's doing like the total like just it's goofy and weird, which I love.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Guile looks
exactly.
like Guile. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's going in, and this one's like, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit like edgelord, but it's still like knows what it is. And sometimes you're
Exactly. Yeah.
like, you can't do that, but why not? Have fun. There was a Mortal Kombat cartoon in the 80s or 90s, I think. So there's been a lot of bad Mortal Kombat. So you know what?
Yeah.
It knows what it is. And I think that's important. Ed Boon was in this movie too. So he was great. He played a
Nice.
bartender. So there you go.
Okay.
Lots of
Yeah,
fun
and
moments. A lot of
Urban. I
good
love Carl Urban.
points.
So
Yes. Carl Urban, man, he looks so good in this movie too. I'm like, man, he's
Nice.
just got the memo. He's having fun. And yeah, I love the cast and they're great. Fun fact, Kano in this movie, he was in the first movie. I don't know if this is a spoiler because he's on all the things. If you've watched the show St. Dennis, great show, comedy on NBC. It's about a hospital. It's very comedic. It's very fun, kind of like Scrubs, but a little bit goofier. There's a doctor who plays this surgeon. He's like all on himself. He's like he knows everything. He's just goofy. He just thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. He also plays Kano in this movie with
Okay.
like a full-on Australian accent. So either he's got a real Australian accent and he's just using it for Kano, or he doesn't, and he's got a full-on Australian accent for Kano. But he's amazing in this. He's one of the pleasures that you get. He's just the guy that you just want to hang out, have a beer, but also you hate him. You want to kick him in the chin. So great. So yeah, check out Mortal Kombat. It's fun. If you like the series, I love the series of Mortal Kombat. So for me, it felt like a joy.
Good. Just as it should be.
So Clint, you gonna take us home for what you watched?
So yeah, I watched this one last night actually. It's a horror movie called Good Boy, and it is a like a ghost type of paranormal horror based from a dog's perspective. It's a shorter movie. I think it's only like an hour and 13, I think. What's it on? I think it's on Hulu.
I think it's on Shudder, isn't it?
Or Shudder. Maybe it's AMC Shudder. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
it might be a couple places. Great movie. It was kind of cool because it reminded me while I was watching it, not because of horror, but it reminded me of the Muppets or the Muppets cartoon, because you saw the humans but never saw their heads.
like Nanny.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So you could hear them talking, but you never saw them, which I thought was cool. So yeah, you just saw things through like the dog's eyes of like, you know, them staring. He's staring at a corner, and you would hear the owner be like, "What are you staring at?" Like you always say to your dog, like, "What are you looking at?" And it's just like the ghostly form sitting there watching the human. So it was very, very well done. The dog was great. He was in fact a good boy, and yeah, you see like the paranormal person every now and then.
Okay.
And you know, a lot of people that I knew didn't want to watch this rain because they were afraid the dog was going to get hurt.
Everybody does, yeah.
Spoilers, the dog doesn't get hurt. Might go through a little PTSD stuff maybe, but the dog doesn't get hurt. But there are a couple times where I definitely jumped. They did a really good job with trying to portray a story through the dog's eye and having the not audio, the voice work and stuff of acting and talking just kind of in the background that you kind of had to pick up while watching it. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Pretty good.
That's amazing. It's a movie I've wanted to watch. I think Shudder's one of the best.
Shudder's great.
Right now, I think Amazon has it or somebody has it. You can get Shudder or you can get AMC Plus for a year for like $30. AMC Plus, Shudder's included with AMC Plus. So get it. Get it.
Yeah, AMC's like
I'm gonna watch it in the fall anyways with Halloween and Joe Bob's Briggs and all their cool stuff that they do. Their documentaries. It's great. So I've heard so much good things about this movie. I'm like, I'm so excited. Why not? And I love dogs. You know, they're better than we are, and obviously they're there.
Exactly. Yeah. And now I know what my dog does while I'm sleeping. So
protects you from the bad boys.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So let's go on really quick. We're gonna run through this because we could go on forever, Clint. But you know,
we could.
We'll hit on it quick. So what do you want to hit? Let me do this really quick. This is just a very quick hit. So I'm a big fan of middle-aged dad jams. This is Music, Books, and Hobby. And I don't know if you guys have watched them before. This is the middle-aged dad jam garage with like Ken Marino and a bunch of the guys from like the state. They're comedy guys, but they're really good. They formed a band and they do it in a garage. And let me open this up because one of my crushes, oh God, why does YouTube do this too? Now it's like when I try to open a link, it creates like, it goes to an app. So let me see if I can get that.
Really? Oh, that sucks.
Yes, it's weird. It's weird. I'm going to copy the link. Let me see if I can just put it into here and just put it in there. But we're going to go here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to share it. And they're doing a cover of Heartbreaker. And they got Tia Carrere from Wayne's World. This woman is amazing. Love her. Yep.
That's crazy.
Rick, we salute you. And she comes on, and they're just a great cover band. So you may know these guys from other things. David Wayne, Ken Marino. They bring other people, and they had Weird Al Yankovic in. And they bring in Tia Carrere, and she's going to sing Heartbreaker, and she is amazing. They get into it. They're such good musicians. They actually tour, and they just do amazing covers.
That's so cool that they got her.
She just rocks. She is probably
so cool.
I'd say late 50s, and she does
Yep.
not look it. She sounds
That's
great.
awesome.
And as my wife would say, she is Filipino, she would say, Asians don't raisin. And I can't say that, but she can. But she looks great for her age. She's timeless, and she is amazing. So, you know what? If you want a good watch, check out Middle Aged
I have to
Dad
check them out.
Jam Band. They're so much fun. They've got like 20 songs. They also do live concerts. They're great. And then Weird Al was on there playing accordion for a Billy Joel
Ooh,
song. So I think it was
nice.
Italian Restaurant or one of those. So there you go.
Sweet.
So that is my
That's
quick
cool.
music point that you should all check out.
Music for me, I found this out the other day while raiding in World of Warcraft. I always have music going on in the background, and I didn't want to keep going back and forth between picking music. I typed in something like space synth music or whatever, and Blade Runner live radio came up. And I clicked on it, and it's just like a bunch of like,
it's on YouTube, or what is this on?
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
And it's just like a bunch of like sci-fi looking escapes that look like Blade Runner, and they just play like this like
synthwave
music you would think you would hear Blade Runner in. What's that?
It's like synthwave? Yeah,
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And it just sounds like Blade Runner style. Yeah, that, and so it just goes on and on for like it's live, so it goes nonstop. It plays the little song title in the bottom left. So yeah, we listened to that while raiding. I listened to it. I'm like, this is pretty cool. I've already added like a couple songs into my playlist. So if you're looking for just that like cyberpunk 80s walking through the street feel, this is it.
I love it. This lo-fi vibe. We've got these channels now where
I love it.
Like my wife has it for lo-fi something where it's like a little girl or a woman like that's anime, like doing some things,
doing
things in the background.
Or whatever. Yep.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And I talked about a couple weeks ago, I saw or maybe it was last week, I saw the Midnight, and Midnight is one of my favorite bands now, even though I'm like, I just finally saw them in concert. They are an amazing synthwave band that makes you feel like you're stuck in an 80s movie, like the best parts of the 80s movie. It's so good.
Check it out. Was it what they called Just the Midnight?
Just the Midnight. And they use visuals when you see them in concert with that looks very like just amazing, and it just brings you back to like, I'm living in an arcade, kind of like my background here. That's what they would kind of like give you vibes of. It's great. I love them pieces, and they do some really amazing stuff, and I loved seeing them in concert. It was amazing. Really loved it to pieces. So there you go. So yeah, I do not know of Kavinsky, so I will look that up. So thank you. I always look for any recommendations. So I've got a vinyl player. I've got my CD player. I'm trying to do more of like more analog music that does not allow me to have to watch something, and I can just listen and watch or work. So Kavinsky, I'll find out.
Have you watched Drive with Ryan Gosling?
Yes.
So Kavinsky, a lot of the songs in that were done by him, just sung by like other people and stuff. So if you liked Night Call and Drive, he also did a few other like songs. So if you like the Drive soundtrack, you'll like Kavinsky.
It's a movie I've never seen. I want to, and I was always told like, oh, it's Ryan Gosling is intense and not.
Oh, you've never seen Drive?
I've never seen it.
Todd,
is that going on my list too?
Yeah, it has to. Oh my God,
here we go. This is even better. So here we go. This is the Midnight. Just a background. You can watch the mix of the Midnight. They're a LA band. They love the world of LA, and they love neon and the world of just that world.
I have to definitely check these guys out.
So there you go. I definitely recommend it, and their concert's amazing. And a podcast I always listen to, they talked about this band so much that I finally decided, I'm like, they're coming to town, I'm going to see them. And look at this, it's even Drive in the background. Wow, there it is. I know that because I know the jacket Ryan Gosling wears.
Yep.
So there you go. It's on my pile of shame, along with like the Good Guys, and there's a bunch of others. So guys, just remind me to watch, and I will. It's not because I don't want to, it's just because I get distracted.
Just time.
I need to focus
and everything
my
else.
attention. So maybe that's what I'll do in the future. It's going to be called Todd's Pile of Shame, and someone will watch something with me and tell me why I should watch it. Yeah, why not? There we go. So you know what, Clint? If I lose and you win, you can tell me to watch Drive in the summer movie.
I thought it was supposed to be a bad movie, though, wasn't it?
It can be anything you want.
Okay, all right.
I don't care. If it's something good you want people to watch and you want to advocate, cool. If it's
That's
something
true.
horrible,
That's true.
like The Stuff, why not? Or what was that horror film we watched that we were just like, don't know about this horror film? We watched a few bad ones.
God, what was that? I've already blocked that out of my memory, but I know the one you're talking about.
It wasn't Scanners, it was something else, right? Or maybe was it
Oh,
Scanners? I can't remember. But yeah. Yeah, we'll go back
might
to
have
that in
been.
the fall. Yeah, love it. Okay, do you want to get into games?
Sure, let's do it.
Oh no, not a French comedy. Silking it, you lose.
We're done
Jerry
here.
Lewis is enough. You know what? Or what's the other guy? The guy that was in probably have to watch the Asterisk films. Those are the big ones for like where the Gauls take on with Gerard Depardieu. Yeah, I'm sure we could watch one of those. There you go.
Inspector Clouseau.
Exactly. There we go. Oh, the Pink Panther, the real Pink Panther with
I love it. Yeah.
So you start. So there's probably, let's talk about the one game that we both played, and then you can go from there.
Yeah. Mixtape. Have you finished it?
You want my story about Mixtape really quick?
I do.
I was traveling to parts unknown Minnesota, which I'll talk a little bit later. But I'm like, oh, perfect time to try out streaming. So I have Game Pass Ultimate. I have streaming. So I'm sitting in the hotel. The internet actually was pretty decent. It was like 66 down, 72 up.
Not bad
so
for
like,
hotel.
not too bad. The ping didn't look too bad. And from the hotel, I'm like, okay, cool. And then I streamed it. I was on a MacBook Air, and I streamed it, and I had my controller ready to go. And it was painful. And this is just not a game that's high. And it was just like the audio was stripped, or there was no dialogue. It was just a horrible experience. I'm like, this is bad. This is exactly what I want when I have the opportunity to do it, and it fails me.
Right.
Because I started playing this game, and I'm like, I'm all in. I love it, what it's doing. This game has been one of my most anticipated games. And let me bring up a trailer for it. But I mean, quite honestly, I'm all in. But once again, I just felt like it was a subpar experience for streaming at what I thought were ideal conditions on a laptop, which I'm like, hey, it should be good. So a little disappointed with that, but I love what they're selling. I didn't get much into it, but I love what they're delivering in the characters. Yes, and I agree. Sometimes cloud is bad, totally Nissa. It just became my opportunity to like, hey, if I've got the service, I want to use it. And when should I use it? Not just when you're in your house and you're just on the couch, but it's like, hey, traveling. That's supposed to be one more able to do.
Yeah, that's when. Yep.
So I was a little disappointed that was a use case that just did not work out. And I put my video of people showing it like this is what it looked like, and it was not good. So, and yeah, it's kind of sad, but yeah, I really wanted to play it there. And I have the Switch as my handheld, Switch 2.
Yep.
Not there, and it wasn't free there. So it's just not a native experience. I guess I could have lugged my PC with me because but I'm not doing that. So there you go. But Clint, you played more than I did. How much have you played, and where are you at in this game?
I finished it yesterday.
Oh, good. Okay.
It is a short game. I think I finished it at like 3.5 hours. Right off the bat, I just instantly hooked with it especially as a kid who grew up in the 90s, in a small town type of thing, even smaller than what's going on here. But I love.
When you say small, tell me your population of your small town.
144 people.
Oh my God! I was driving through in rural Minnesota. We're tracking like population levels, and the smallest town I drove past was called Sedan. So not Sudan, SEDN, like a car. 43 people.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Well, man, that's pretty small. I want to look up my actually hometown population now because it might have shrunk. So you keep talking.
So I love they captured nostalgia for people that grew up in the 90s, I think perfectly, like the way they did backgrounds and stuff, and just the feel of growing up that is so carefree. And there's just a couple scenes, like there's one where you're running through a field to try to get to another point, and as you're running, you turn into like you're jumping and you're almost like flying through, and they're talking and you're moving around, and you just got that sense of, this is how it felt, because there was just nothing was wrong in the world. Everything's great. You have no worries, no bills, and you're just there with your friends having a good time. The dialogue is really well written for the characters. I liked all three characters. The setting pieces were good, even though they were quick. The story comes together really well at the end. Some great music in there, and uh, I think the nostalgia of the game is kind of giving it the higher scores, which it does deserve a high score. I don't think it deserves
Mhm.
all the tens it's getting. It lands
Sure.
at like an 8.5 for me. And that's coming from someone that doesn't usually play games like this. So I'm probably just scoring a little lower in general. But once again, as a person that doesn't really play games like this, I had a great time with it. And then also with the score, I find that there's zero replayability with it. It's so short that you remember everything very easily, and there's no you don't choose like what to say or anything. So it's just a very straightforward type of thing. But either way, though, they did a fantastic job with the set pieces and like the growing up coming of age story. They did it really well. It was like kind of like playing like Stand By Me type of thing in the 90s, set in the 90s type of deal. But yeah, a lot of fun.
So what you're looking at right now, if everybody's looking at this is Metamora, Michigan, where I grew up. It's got a four-way stop. Well, actually, it has a stop light, four-way stop. It has a hardware store, a post office down the road. The oldest continuing operating restaurant in Michigan is there. It was there
Oh,
for
okay.
horse stables. It was great. Called the White Horse Inn, and we also have some other things. There was a bank. It's no longer a bank, and then there's another area there. This is my youth. We had it. I remember my first party I ever drank at in high school. Went over to my buddy. He lived down the road over here, and I got drunk really bad, and somebody brought a shotgun. And
Oh no.
population of Metamora, Michigan, is right around 485.
Oh
So,
wow. Oh, so you came
yeah.
from a small town too then?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I went
Okay.
to school in Lapeer, Michigan, which is up the road 6 miles. But my little elementary school is still there. Murphy Elementary is just up the road from my mom's house. I go back there every year. My high school doesn't even exist anymore. It was absorbed by the other high school in town. So now it's a town in decline, but I loved it, but it's great. Hello, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, a mixtape. It's one of those games. It's a feels game, and it's not really a
Yes.
game. It's an experience, and it's interactive in the fact that you could actually ride the skateboards and do some fun things. And
Yep.
the fun is all about. I'm white. LOL. Freight, are you like? Freight's also from Michigan, so I'm like, I don't know if that's like a joke on me. Like, yes, we are the whitest people. We had a very limited group of people of color in our group. And fun fact, there were 2 Korean people in my class, and one of them was my best friend. He was shorter than me too, and he was great. I loved him to pieces. But yeah, there was very few. We're very white where I was at.
Same.
Illinois. But I mean, I love the feel of this game. The soundtrack's great. Opens with that Dio track, which I know of, but it wasn't like for me. It wasn't a thing. But Silverchair's in this, and you see like the student who's going to be like into the music things, and she's like developing everything. So I love the use of the technology and the polish. It's great. And it's a small experience. So I get it. It's not going to be a gamer's game. It is an interactive experience. It's not life or death, right? You're not like, oh, I will remember that thing you did and people will die because of zombies. It's really about a moment in time. Very few people, a lot of people can, I guess, relate to of a certain age. And maybe some people, it feels like that's an age I wanted to live in. Like, I remember Dazed and Confused. Remember that movie? Set in the 70s. I didn't grow up in the 70s. And I'm like, that looked like a cool town to live. But that was obviously a idealistic view of the times. Right. And some people who never did drugs or did alcohol, apparently in this game, there's some of that just, if you didn't do it, you didn't get it. I didn't do any drugs at all.
No, I didn't either, but they did portray that whole thing. Is it just, how people talked in high school about going to parties and stuff, like you knew what was going on, and they portrayed it just very,
some people
very
are
well.
the kids that never got invited to those parties. Some people did. Some people were just hanging out with their friends, watching from the drama club and band stuff, like me, who watched a lot of Mighty Python. And that's okay too.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, or watching X-Files on a Friday or whatever else was on that we just got to feel cool. Renting some manga from the local video store. Totally get it. Yeah. So yeah. But it's a feels game. I mean, it totally is. And I'm glad
it is. Yeah.
because there's movies, but movies can't do this stuff and feel in a certain way like you're part of the experience.
Yes.
Where I
Yep.
feel like in this game, I feel like you're part of it too with the
Yes.
skateboarding
Yep.
part. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
When it like rewound if
Oh,
you
yeah.
screwed up, which is fun. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Good feels, man. Good feels.
Yeah.
So from there, really quick, I'll talk about Invincible Versus. This is
Ooh,
I have
yeah.
it on PS5. Got it from GameFly. My good friends at GameFly. Man, I want to interview any who behind GameFly because I'm like the biggest GameFly fan in the world. I would love to work with them. Just talk about the fact that they have made my life better with games. I play more games.
Yep.
But Invincible Versus is just a very cool, fun fighting game. It's a 3 versus 3. It is. It can be as hardcore fighting as you want, and it can be as low tier fighting as you want. There's an easy mode all the way to a difficult. It's got a story mode, which is essentially a new story for Invincible, the animated series. The voice actors are mostly there, I would say, but the roster is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm learning it as I go, but I'm just primarily doing it for the story, as I do with most of my fighting games, because I'm not a hardcore guy. I don't play on people online because I'm going to get destroyed.
Same.
But I'm enjoying it. I'm learning the modes and just having a great time. It's just great to be in that world of Invincible and do more. I wish there was other ways of experiencing Invincible beyond just a fighting game, which would be kind of fun. But I know that's maybe a limitation, but I love it. So, yeah, I love that. Yeah, talking about who could buy me booze, who could do this, who's got the hookup. Yeah, shifty dealings, and finding that one person in your little town. Yeah, man, I could talk about small town. Degenerate life,
small town shenanigans.
Taco Bell was a hive of scum and villainy in my small town. Yeah, it was great. Not in Metamora. We had no fast food in Metamora.
Yeah, there was nothing.
They've got well, I think the McDonald's is still open. They have McDonald's. So there you go. It's grown, man. There's
getting big.
It's long. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, loved it to pieces. But yeah, Invincible Versus is just fun. It looks beautiful. I can't imagine games looking this good compared to like the animation we're seeing in this series, and it's great. So if you like Invincible and you're tangentially interested in a fighting game, I think this is one worth checking out, but probably wait till maybe it's cheaper. But for me, it was great. I will try to finish the campaign on time, but there's other games I want to play that I need to return to play that game, including a certain Batman Lego game. So it may go back before I finish it because I still have to beat Pragmata. So that's where I'm at currently with games.
Nice. Awesome.
Anything else, Clint?
We're
gonna move on to other things.
I just played the heck out of Vampire Chronicles, loving that.
Which is Chronicles?
That's the dungeon crawler looking one.
Oh no, it's not Chronicles. It's Crawlers.
Crawlers.
I was thinking Vampire Chronicles. Isn't that like the old Capcom fighting game with monsters?
Right. Yeah. I don't know why I said Chronicles. Yeah. Vampire Crawlers. I've been playing that a lot. Because I've been just kind of like in that mode of just like I don't want to play anything because I'm waiting for as I'm waiting to play like Forza 6 and Directive 2080 at the end of the week. So I was just like I haven't really gotten into anything. I'm just kind of playing older games and stuff. But yeah,
I get it, man. It's a sequel to Vampire.
Oh no!
Diaries.
No!
So I totally get it. Yep. Yep.
God. I can't let that secret out.
No, I've been there, but yeah, I played the game a little bit too. I like the idea of it. To me, though, it's like I don't love cards because I always feel like
I don't usually like cards either. But once I finally like got it down, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. But yeah,
it's fast.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's
fun.
It is.
Yeah.
And you get the idea of like, oh, you could either leave and do something, or you could go in until you die. And it's definitely. It's very fun. I like the graphics, the way that everything kind of comes down, the text.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, I'm so cool with what they're doing, and it apparently is maybe part of a franchise that they're working on.
Sounds like
I'm waiting for like the platformer eventually that comes out.
Yeah, it'll be there.
Or they'll just make a Castlevania game proper, which would be amazing. So do you want to get into wildcard events?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, cool. So really quickly, I did a tour of rural Minnesota with my wife. She's a part-time children's author. That's what she wants to do full-time, but she's still got to work a day job. And so she's been part of this One Book Minnesota thing, which is really cool, which means her book which she was a runner-up for a Children's Book Awards for Minnesota,
Nice.
is essentially bought for for as many schools that want to buy it, for libraries, and she goes around and talks to schools and libraries
That's
about the
awesome.
book. And it's amazing.
That's
It's
so
great.
cool.
She's had so many cool experiences. Well, we went to the rural parts of the universe this weekend. We went to Morris, Minnesota. Then I visited some family in Fergus Falls, which is about an hour northwest of Morris, Minnesota. Then we went to Pelican Rapids, Minnesota, which is 20 miles north of Pelican Rapids. And you know what, Clint, what Minnesota has that I think is really cool? In rural towns, we have a lot of giant statues.
Okay.
But not like, political figures, things. We have a lot of animals. So,
all right, I like it.
First
one
we visited was so this is kind of fun. So my family, so Oxtra, it's a name you don't hear very often as a family member. I have very few Oxtra relatives. Our name was changed when we came over from Norway. It was Samuelson in Norway. It came over to Oxtra because they named it after a fjord called the Oxtra Fjord, which was OKSTRA with an umlaut. Then it became OXTRA because Ellis Island. So if you meet a person named Oxtra, they are directly related to me. Well, I found some very distant cousins in Minnesota, North Dakota, and Wisconsin. So I visited my one cousin, Diane, which is great. Her husband, who she married in Fergus Falls, they're living there now. They have a famous otter. This otter is great. It's also the name of their mascot from high school. And it is pretty cool. It's Ottertail County. And this otter is great. And my cousin's husband built him in high school in the 70s. And I need to look it up and show you. This is fun. It was just a great thing. We stood in front of it. Oh, here it is. I can get a picture of it. There it is. This thing is huge. He's great.
That's fantastic.
Oh, and then, Nissa, Owatonna. Yep. Owatonna is a nice little town. It's very cute. And every Minnesota town has its own little thing. But the otters of Fergus Falls, they're great. Apparently there is a Fergus Falls. I didn't see it, so I have to believe them. But this town,
it's there somewhere.
Canadian geese, and there's like this gravel here. They were using it essentially as their litter box, which is gross because geese are disgusting. But we went there. We had a good time. My cousin's husband told us about it. I'm like, that's a great story. But Clint, it doesn't end there. So then we went to Owatonna. There's a lot of little tiny towns in Minnesota. So fun fact, Morris, Minnesota, 5,000 people. It's also where the University of Minnesota Morris is. I would not recommend anybody to go there. There's not much there, but we went to the high school. My wife read, really fun. Fergus Falls, a lot more fun. Very cute town. Then we went to Pelican Rapids. And Clint, what do you think they're famous for?
I'm going to say Pelican, but I feel like I'm going to be wrong here.
Well, I mean, you think about pelicans. I mean, you think of like they're typically like part of like towards an ocean, not the middle of Minnesota. So I don't know how this happened, but they built this the biggest statue in Minnesota, the Pelican statue in the world. Actually, I think it's the biggest statue. It's huge. It's really cool, and it's cute. But Pelican Rapids is just a cute little town. Let me see if I can find a good picture of it. And in this town, the cool part about it is that they essentially have all these cool pelicans around town that are kind of like different. So there's a coffee drinking pelican. There is a half walleye, half real pelican. There's also a pelican library that looks like he's made with different authors and things in them. Very cool. And none of these look right. But let's see what we can find. So here, actually, I saw this pelican. That's the coffee pelican, little one. He's about 3 feet tall.
And they're just kind of like dotted around the town.
Yep, dotted around the town.
That's awesome.
So then there's this. This is when they had to move the pelican.
Oh, damn, it's actually pretty big.
Oh, yeah. And they had to move them around, different things. And then when we went there, and there's another picture right there. These rapids right there. Good. It's really cool. But because things changed, but yeah, it's like it's really cool to see a town, and that's the pelican that's kind of like a hybrid fish.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
And then they also said like do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean it's just very fun. It's just kitschy. It's Minnesota, but the town is so cute. It's very fun. A great coffee shop, and people are just loving life. Lots of murals, and it's all about like rural life. Sometimes people joke about rural life, and we were there, and it's just a great little town. So you know what? Visit your rural towns, see what's there in the world. Because you know what?
Yeah.
It's just fun. because that's
Rural
part of
towns
the
are the best.
heartland of America. I drove so many miles where I saw nothing. I saw some loons, and yeah. And fun fact,
I love
Clint, loons are not ducks. I thought they were ducks. They're not.
Nope.
They're a aquatic bird that are closer to penguins and other aquatic birds. So there you go. Fun fact.
I love loons.
Loons are great. The loony loons. Well, we have the fighting loons, and I was going to show you something, but I don't see it. Oh no, I do have it. Hold on. So, if anybody who's not from Minnesota, but right now we had the basically the Rebel Loon when we were going through all of our ice issues, and a friend of mine, he's a 3D printer, and he created the Rebel Loon. It's amazing. There's so much of this happening in Minnesota, and it hangs. It's 3D printed, hangs on a wall. But yeah, Minnesota's unite.
Yeah,
nice. I love it. So that is my happy thing that I did. So you tell me, what was your happy wild card event?
So Freight can contest to this. What's the word I'm looking for? I ordered a Corsair keyboard.
Oh, nice.
Back in February. It's the new one. I think it's called the Galleon 100. So it looks like a regular keyboard, but instead of where the number keys are, it is a built-in Stream Deck that you can also have profiles for video games or just shortcuts for Windows, and anything like that. So you can have different profiles in it. So I ordered it back in February, and I finally have it coming tomorrow. So I am very excited for that collectible, so to speak.
So give that a try. I'm trying to find an image of it or something that I can find to share.
Yeah, it's a Corsair. If you type in Corsair Stream Deck, it'll probably.
Is it?
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Okay, it's the Best Buy's page, and so it's basically replacing what a Stream Deck can do.
Yeah, and all the knobs there, you can just choose what profile you want to use. So I already have profiles ready to go for like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, other games that you can create shortcuts to. So it's just easier to reach to. Also, just for like when you're streaming or just trying to use I use a lot of Windows shortcuts, so I'm hoping to put those over there so I'm not like alt clicking something else. So yeah, I'm finally getting it after like basically 3 months.
I just showed the price, Clint. Wow.
Yeah, she's pricey.
Wow, that's amazing. You could just like you could get like a little 5-inch touchscreen, like super cheap.
I could, but it's not like right there, and it's not cool.
No, it is the convenience of an extra 5 inches away. Yeah, I totally get it.
It is the convenience of there and being there for like MMOs and other games and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to get that.
You know what?
You can use the number pad on there.
No one should ever yuck your yum. Yes, I love a numpad. I did get myself a nice, I think it's an arcade kludge where it's got like a nice little visual. You can do different things with it. I'm a big fan of the numpad. I had the NES 8-bit Do one, and it did not have a numpad, but then they'll sell you a numpad separately. I'm like, you guys aren't getting it. Numpad.
Yeah.
For life.
Yeah. I don't I have a lot of friends that use the mini keyboards and they swear by them, but I'm like, no, I gotta have something there. I gotta have something.
Wait, who's got a Xenon Edge? That thing is ridiculous. Does someone have it?
I have it. I have
what? You have that too, Clint?
Yeah. Man, I've got it hooked up right next to my monitor here, and it gives
you still need a keyboard with this. Oh my god!
This one just gives me my PC readouts and like a GIF of Final Fantasy, the weather, some news. It's all right there.
You know what? I'm all for you, man. You celebrate yourself. You work for a living. You're a real man.
Right.
You say, I'm a man.
Work hard, play hard.
Yes, you know what? I'm all for that. If you look at the crap I buy, it's like, why did I do that? You know what? Because I needed it. I needed it. I don't have to explain it. I'm an adult. You're not my parents. You can tell me what to do. And if they say anything, I'll tell them, you're right. Clint's right. You guys are
finally at an age that I can afford things briefly. So
Freight and anybody else who's Silicon, I'm sure you didn't do anything silly with your money. So please don't put yourself out there for haters. There we go. Yes, but yes, I've got a project eventually. I'm trying to find cheap programming labor to do a cool thing I want to do with the screen. We'll see how that goes. My son has told me, yes, there's kids in college who are looking for money to do this, to do some programming for me. We'll see if that ever happens. But if it does, I'm still gonna be such a happy guy, and I'm gonna be like the envy of everybody that owns analog media. Just watch.
It's awesome.
I'm the king. All right, let's move on to best things next week. So we've wrapped up what we did. So Clint, you know what do you want to tell me you're excited about next week?
At the top, of course, is my son is graduating college this weekend.
What's his alma mater?
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear.
What's his alma mater? What's school?
St. Lawrence up in New York, upstate New York. So he's graduating from there with a master's in like art and English. And then he's taking a gap year and he's creating a portfolio to move on to get his master's in art, to either try to be like a professor in drawing or something like that, or even in English teaching. So, but yeah, super excited for that. And also the guest speaker is was the past president of Marvel. So that should be cool.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's amazing to have the really cool speaker at your graduation.
Yeah, so that apparently he graduated from there in like early 90s or something. So yeah, so that'll be cool. And then we've got Forza 6, which I'm really excited about next week as well.
I totally get it. I'm just not a guy into driving stuff. I tried. I'm like, sure, it's fun. I need like to be more arcadey. Like even like I need to shoot like even turtle shells. Even Mario Kart is a little too much. Like it's a little too much for me. I need like Crazy Taxi. Bring it back, Crazy Taxi. That's what I need. So I totally get it. Yeah, it's very exciting. We're getting close to Memorial Day weekend, which is going to be a lot of fun. But the best thing this week, being a veteran myself, it's Military Appreciation Month. So I'm going to just give a little shout out to all our folks that are veterans and active duty service members. Share some love, because the world's a crazy place. When you're military, you don't get to choose the orders you follow, but hopefully the orders you follow are legal. And where we're at, there's a lot of good love towards veterans and service members, but that could always change. And so if you do know someone in the service, give them a high five, say thank you, and ask them what they did, because they'd like to tell you their stories, because a lot of us did some cool stuff, and sometimes we did some stuff we don't love, but we love. Yeah, it's a great time, and I'm excited because at my work I'm in charge of the Veterans Network Happy Hour. It's great, and we're bringing in two awesome pet charities that are related to veterans. Those who will train your own dog for you to help you be a support dog and pay your bills for your dog to help you there. Another organization in southern Minnesota called Believe It, which I love it. They will get you a dog, train it, and then partner you up to help you manage. If you're a vet that needs help, they'll help you. Whether it's it's a physical disability or a mental health disability, or just help you to get back to normal life. Because being a veteran at times, that normal life is different for others. It's tough. So we're excited for that. I'm so excited to help veterans in need. I'm a veteran. My brother-in-law is a veteran. I've got tons of friends who, have seen some crappy stuff and seen some awesome stuff. So if you know anybody who is a veteran currently serving, thank them. And, let them know that you appreciate what they did, but also, ask them what they did. But yeah, also then we're getting to Memorial Day at the end of the month, and Memorial Day is a little different. That is anybody who passed away, died, giving their life to a service member. My dad's a person I'll be remembering. He passed away, but he's a veteran. He didn't die in service, but yeah, so remember that. And then of course, Veterans Day is in November, and that's for anybody who served. So there you go. So thank your veterans. They're the folks that allow you to have a cookout and things like that. We don't care. We want you to enjoy your lives. And that's why we did what we did. So there you go. That's what I'm excited for. Very excited. And I'll share some picture of that, because we're going to have some awesome service dogs there. People are going to get excited.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And we're going to get, I think my new shirt from my Veterans Network shows up. So I'm very excited for that too. Ooh. So I'll show it off on a future podcast.
Hell yeah.
So awesome. Well, it's been so great. Everybody in the chat, Nissa, Silkenet, Baldwin. I know Butch had to run. Freight, you've been awesome. Luke stopped by for a little bit. He's a lurker. But anybody else who I missed, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I love doing this live with Clint. Clint's
So much fun.
been a great part of this because we always talk about the fun stuff we love. And, as I always say, if anybody wants to do this with me, let me know. As long as you're good behind a mic, you like to talk about fun stuff. Let us have a good time and talk about the things you love. So, Clint, before we leave, tell people where they can find you around the interweb.
You can find me anywhere at Spreading the Nerd, YouTube, TikTok, socials, threads, just type in Spreading the Nerd. I'll be there.
Absolutely. Clint's one of the best guys in the biz. He works with some great folks over at Spreading the Nerd. They record typically Friday, and I always forget because it's Friday, and it's like, I'm wrapping my weekend. Where am I going? And they just cover everything under the sun. They're great. It's got
a little bit of everything.
Butch,
some shenanigans.
Clint, and Freight. They're having a great time. So check them out over there. So myself, if you want to just see what Todd's up to at Todd Oxtra on Instagram, Blue Skies. But if you want the Fandom Foundry, that's what I'm all about. Making sure people check out our content. We got some new stuff coming with this show, also with Why We Play, new Makercasts are coming out also. And then from there, we're going to be doing some cool stuff potentially with sports. So check it out. Check out our Discord. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out our network feed for all of our podcast services around the globe. And with that, I want to say thank you all for joining us. I hope this week was a great one, but you know what? Let's make next week the best week ever. Thank you, Clint.
Thank you.
And we'll say have a good night. Enjoy the week.
Take care.